Hey, Boo. We hear all the time about the challenges and the difficulties and the obstacles that so many of you are facing in your manifesting. And there is another part, not the part that we hear all the time, but another part that no one talks about or that you rarely hear that has any significance to it. And it's this: manifestation feels suspicious when it's easy. It feels suspicious when it's easy. Hey, we've been trained to believe that if something, some kind of method or tactic actually works, that it has to be hard or complicated, or we have to earn it in some way, like it's some kind of holy grail that we have to attain. But what if manifestation is easy? And yet that's the reason you don't trust it. Why? Is it possibly because there's nothing left to do? So consider this. There's a statement in ancient Hindu scripture that invites you to see yourself and your life from a completely different perspective. And it says this: there is no difference between the person who is seeing, the act of seeing in itself, and the thing being seen. They're all one. Now, the sages of India knew this was fact several millennia ago. Those three things, the seer, the act of seeing, and the object of seeing, are never separate. All three are really only one thing. This is the same as when you are consciously manifesting. It's in knowing there is no difference, no separation, no dividing line between you as the one imagining, the act of imagining, imagination itself, and the thing that is being imagined. You are all of those three. It's three in the one. And all of them combined, all of them at the same time. You can immediately manifest whatever you want easily. And yet we tend to get suspicious or uneasy and kind of wary at the notion that something that we believe to be as big and powerful as manifesting being that easy. It's too easy to be real. It's too good to be true. It's some kind of spiritual snake oil. We treat manifesting like something grandiose or exclusive, or something that the power elite has been gatekeeping for countless centuries, for generations. It's not. On the other hand, we love hearing about something being easy. But at the same time, we also love to hear and feel reassured by hearing how others are struggling to manifest, because if they are and we are, we all know misery loves company. It just does. And that's how most of us humans are wired. But you can become the exception by recognizing and receiving your natural power to manifest not just the little daily things like coffee and meeting a colleague you were thinking about, or thinking of a friend's name, and they jump in your mind and seconds later they're calling you. That's a part of it, sure, but it's the seemingly impossible things. The things that have happened because you decided who you are, what your identity is. And redefining yourself to match and reflect that desire. That is super simple. Now, behind that easy feeling of it being natural and simple and spontaneous is, are we using hacks, or can we just let that go because it is that simple? And can we trust letting go of hacks so that it can feel like walking on the tightrope without a net? It's like jumping without the parachute. How can I possibly do this? But here's the thing about the real purpose of manifestation hacks and techniques. The real purpose of those methods is simply to keep your mind preoccupied, to keep your brain busy, to give your nervous system something else to go buzzing about. That's really the main job of those techniques, because they are intermediaries. They're like funnels, because your brain is going to keep doubting that you've got what it takes to manifest without those things, such as vision boards and affirmations and omens and crystals and whatever else. But what those do is they just shift your focus just enough. I mean, hey, they distract your head, and that distraction can shift your frequency enough to align with the frequency of already having your desires. It gives you a sense of, hey, I'm doing this. I can put my faith in this technique because it's worked for so many people that I can't fail at this. Even if you keep doing it and you really don't, it really still doesn't happen for you, but you keep hoping. You keep putting your faith in it. You keep saying, well, this is this technique. I've got to learn this technique or this new affirmation. Do those things misplace your power? Oh, yes, they do. Yes. But it's like an illusionist performing their little sleight of hand trick to pick a card. You pick the card and it keeps your eyes and your mind distracted in one place while the card is going to appear someplace else. And that's what catches all of us. When we see tricks like that, we go, oh! Like you pick the card and it seems to go off to the side, and then it winds up being hidden in a pocket of somebody's jacket at the back of the audience. And we go, oh my God, how did it get from in front of my eyes to the back of the audience, or some other wild, impossible seeming thing? How did the card you pick wind up all the way at the back? Well, that is what all those methods and affirmations and all these other things are doing. Think of even what happened at the resurrection when the stone was rolled away from the entrance to the cave and the cave was empty. Ta-da! It's the same thing. Now, was it a case of magic? I'm not going to speculate on that here. But the point is, it can be of a magnitude that we're saying, what actually happened? How did my faith in this thing lead to my manifesting something else? Surely it was the affirmation. Surely it was that hack. But it wasn't. It was simply that it diverted your attention, gave you something to put faith in while you were actually manifesting. God was moving that through you, as you. My Father and I are one, and my Father is greater because God has the greater ability to do this, which is why Neville Goddard said, God speaks to us through the medium of our desires. You know, it's like the cookie gets put in the computer. When you go to a certain website, it's the cookie that is in your mind that gets in there and goes, okay, it's not me, it's this. But that is actually what Neville also called secondary cause. Because what he taught was non-duality, no separation between you and God, cosmos, or universe, as opposed to believing in something else, or I'm here and God is out there somewhere. So when you discover that you don't need anything in the middle and that manifestation is easy AF, you get freaked out and doubtful because now the training wheels are off, the net is gone. And now it's going to come down to two things. And these I call R&R, relax and recognize. No intermediary needed. The manifester, that's you, the manifester, what you're imagining to be manifesting, and the end product, the manifestation that now is brought forth or revealed, that shows up as concrete fact in your reality, are all one. There is no separation. And this is, in a way, exactly the same as saying the seer, the person seeing, the act of seeing, and the thing being seen are all one. It's the same because manifestation has to do with what was unseen becoming seen. They are all your reality because they are all you. So let that land, let that percolate, let that permeate into your molecules so that you begin to get that feeling of manifestation feeling simple in a way maybe it never had before. And if that's been your experience, if you have explored this, or once you have explored this, come back to this video and drop simple in the comments, or write a little comment about what has happened for you in discovering this for yourself. So in the beginning, however, it may feel a little turbulent, a little unsettling from what you've been doing, what you've been relying on, putting your faith in. But that's okay. It's what happens when there's nothing left to manage or handle or fix. That's okay, because you begin to see the separation was never there before. It was never there to begin with. It was all one. It was all you. So if this clicked for you, keep going. The next video on your screen will be from my detachment playlist. If it helps to stop feeling like effort for you and start feeling natural, let me know. Share, comment, and subscribe. I love to hear from you. And thanks so much for watching. Love you, boo. And I'll see you in the next video.